नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Let's quickly begin with the bhajan and we will continue with Kunti Stuti. Okay. A very short bhajan. This is a very famous bhajan as well. It's glorifying Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhaja Gaurango, Kaho Gaurango, Laho Gaurangero Naam Re. Bhaja Gaurango, Kaho Gaurango, Laho Gaurangero Naam Re. जी जन गौरंगा भाजे से होया मार प्राण रे. जी जन गौरंगा भाजे से होया मार प्राण रे. भज गौरांगो कहो गौरांगो लहो गौरांगेरो नाम रे. गौरांगा बोलिया दुबाहु तुलिया, गौरांगा बोलिया दुबाहु तुलिया, नाचिया नाचिया बेराओ रे. भज गौरांगो कहो गौरांगो लहो गौरांगेरो नाम रे. गौरांगा भजिले गौरांगा झपिले, गौरांगा भजिले गौरांगा झपिले होय दुखेरो अभशान रे. भज गौरांगो कहो गौरांगो लहो गौरांगेरो नाम रे. भज गौरांगो कहो गौरांगो लहो गौरांगेरो नाम रे. जी जना गौरांगा भाजे से होया मार प्राण रे. जी जना गौरांगा भाजे से होया मार प्राण रे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे. Translation: Worship Lord Gauranga, chant Gauranga, speak about Lord Gauranga. Those who worship Lord Gauranga is indeed my life and soul. So this is composed by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Okay, so that's why he's saying over here, those who worship Lord Gauranga is my life and soul. So pure devotees, right? Those who worship Gauranga become pure devotees of the Lord. Chanting Gauranga, go out with your arms raised, dancing and dancing. By chanting Gauranga and worshipping him, one's miseries will end. Very important. So here it says that when we chant for Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, it's always recommended to dance. Every clap, at least if you can't dance, at least stand and clap. Do not sit during Sankirtan is happening, because every clap is going to destroy one sin of yours. Right? So that is the deal. That is the offer. And Krishna himself says, right, you need to dance during Harinam Sankirtan, or when any kind of chanting is going on, Sankirtan is going on, we need to dance. When you dance, our sins will get destroyed. So that way, our miseries will also end. Okay, so on this note, let's quickly begin. So Kunti Stuti, we discussed last class that we need to memorize at least 2 shlokas from Kunti Stuti. for us to know that we know, for us to say that we know Kunti Stuti, we've learnt Kunti Stuti, at least two shlokas which are very, very powerful, and I mean, these shlokas will instantly please Krishna if you memorize this. This is a very wonderful shloka. Anybody wants to chant the shloka? You can unmute and chant. The one that is highlighted. Anybody? Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. Devaki Nandanaya cha. Nanda Gopa Kumaraya. Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, very nice. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So there's a very nice shloka to glorify the Lord. He instantly gets pleased. Next one is also very important. Namah Pankajanabhaya, Namah Pankajamalini, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Okay, so anybody wants to chant this? This is also very beautiful. So these two shlokas we need to memorize from Kunti Stuti. Okay. Anybody wants to try? No?
May I again, Mataji?
Yes, go on, Mataji.
Namo Pankajanabhaya, Namo Pankajaнаline, Namo Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you. Vanaja Mataji, you want to try?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Nama Pankajanabhaya, Nama Pankajamalini, Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankaja
Pankajangraye. Yeah,
Pankajangraye.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So, this is a very nice shlokas. These two shlokas, okay? That is 1.8.21 and 1.8.22. Okay, first canto, 8th chapter, 21st shloka, first canto, 8th chapter, 22nd shloka. Just these two, and very, very famous these two are, right? And this is a very, very famous shloka, Namah Pankajanabhaya. So, everything starts with Pankaja. What is the significance of the word Pankaja? Anybody knows? What is the meaning of the word Pankaja?
Lotus.
You can put your answers in the... lotus. Yeah. Yeah, lotus. Okay, so Krishna, we often compare Krishna with lotus, right? Lotus-eyed one, lotus-faced one, lotus feet of the Lord, right? So this means lotus, why do we compare Krishna to lotus? Anybody knows? Why not other flowers?
Mataji, because lotus is transcendental, it comes from the spiritual world. All other flowers come in the material world. It is from Navi of Krishna.
Yeah, Haribol, that is one thing. See, the glorification of lotus, no? First Krishna created lotus, then Krishna created Brahma. Lotus was born in, Brahma was born in the lotus flower. Right, so that is the reason. See, first Vishnu created lotus. So that credit lotus has. Right, yeah, anybody else wants to, any other answer? No?
Mataji, it's also Lakshmipati. Lakshmipati, that's the reason the lotus is there.
Lakshmipati is Krishna himself.
Yeah, so it's the flower for goddess Lakshmi symbolizes the love for
lotus symbolizes purity. That is one thing. Okay, yeah. Lotus grows in bad kind of water, right? It has all impurities and everything. But if you notice the leaf of the lotus does not touch the impurities in water. So there is a small gap between water and lotus, the leaf. So amidst all the dirt, lotus is still maintaining its purity, right? So that is the wonderful, quality of lotus, which no other flowers indicate. Color of lotus is same as Krishna, almost similar, almost, because Krishna is Shamala, right? Shamala Kanti. Almost similar, yeah, you can consider that as well. Yeah, Hare Krishna, thank you all. So here, Namah Pankajanabhaya. So because the lotus is coming from the abdomen of Vishnu, so that's why he's called Padmanabha, right? Vishnu has the name Padmanabha is because of this reason. And so my respectful obeisances unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flower, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses. So this is very nice. So it describes Krishna. So Kunti starts describing Krishna. Okay. So here it said, see the depression. So the abdomen, the depression on the abdomen of Krishna is looks like lotus. So that is what she is comparing with the lotus. Okay. And also he always has garlands made of lotus. And his sight, just a glance is also like lotus, as soft and as cool as lotus, right? And his feet are also engraved with lotuses. So that's why he is compared to lotus. And so, yeah, anybody wants to read the puppet?
Mataji,
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Here are some of the specific symbolical marks on the spiritual body of the personality of Godhead, which distinguish his body from the bodies of all others. They are all special features of the body of the Lord. The Lord may appear as one of us, but he is always distinct by his specific bodily features. Srimati Kunti claims herself unfit to see the Lord because of her being a woman. This is claimed because women, Sudras, the labor class, and the Dwajabandhus or the wretched descendants of the higher three classes are unfit by intelligence to understand the transcendental subject matter concerning the spiritual name, fame, attributes, forms, etc. of the Supreme Absolute Truth. Such persons, although they are unfit to enter the spiritual affairs of the Lord, can see him as the Arka Vigraha who descends to the material world just to distribute favors to the fallen souls, including the above mentioned women, Sudras, and Dvijabandhus. Because such fallen souls cannot see anything beyond matter, the Lord condescends to enter into each and every one of the innumerable universes as the Garbhodakshya Vishnu, who grows a lotus stem from the lotus-like depression on the center of his transcendental abdomen, and thus Brahma, the first living being in the universe, is born. Therefore, the Lord is known as the Pankajanabi. The Pankajanabi Lord accepts the Arka Vigraha, his transcendental form, in different elements, namely a form within the mind. Where are we?
Mind, a form made of wood.
Mind, a form made of wood, a form made of earth, a form made of metal, a form made of jewel, a form made of paint, a form drawn on sand, etc. All such forms of the Lord are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, and there should be a soothing atmosphere in the temple of worship to attract the burning attention of the non-devotees always engaged in material wranglings. The meditators worship a form within the mind. Therefore, the Lord is merciful even to the women Sudras and Dvijabandhus, provided they agree to visit the temple of worship in different forms made for them. Such temple visitors are not idolaters,
as alleged by some men with a poor fund of knowledge.
All the great acharyas establish such temples of worship in all places just to favor the less intelligent, and one should not pose himself as transcending the stage of temple worship while one is actually in the category of the Sudras and the women or less. One should begin to see the Lord from his lotus feet, gradually rising to the thighs, waist, chest, and face. One should not try to look at the face of the Lord without being accustomed to seeing the lotus feet of the Lord. Srimati Kunti, because of her being the aunt of the Lord, did not begin to see the Lord from the lotus feet because the Lord might feel ashamed, and thus Kunti Devi, just to save a painful situation for the Lord, began to see the Lord just above his lotus feet, that is, from the waist of the Lord, gradually rising to the face and then down to the lotus feet. In the round, everything there is in order. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So here are some of the specific symbolical marks on the spiritual body of the personality of Godhead, which distinguishes his from other bodies of all others. Any idea what is this talking about here? What Prabhupada is saying? What are the different types of body marks that differentiates Krishna from others? Nobody knows? See, in Vaikuntha, everybody has four-handed form, right? And everybody has same complexion as Krishna. I mean, Vishnu, right? How do you distinguish? Everybody has same appearance like Vishnu. If you see from a distance, everybody are like Vishnu. You'll be like, so many Vishnus are there. How do you differentiate Vishnu from these other inhabitants of Vaikuntha? Any idea?
He has
Yes,
four hands, Mataji.
Everybody has four hands there.
Oh my God, is it?
Yeah, all Vaikuntha-vasis have four hands. Sarupya, it's called. Same form as Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Renuka Mataji has got it right. The chest mark. What is it called? What is it called in Sanskrit?
Kaustubam.
No?
Kaustubam.
Srivatsa. Srivatsa.
Okay.
Okay, Kaustuba is also one of the indicators. The jewel that he wears, Kaustuba, that is also one of the thing. But the chest mark is the hairs on the chest, right? The hair, two strands of hair or something like that he has. That is that nobody else has. And also third one is Tulsi is always there, stuck on the lotus feet of Vishnu. When he walks, you can all see. They can all see. Tulsi, the one leaf of Tulsi is always stuck on the lotus feet of the Lord. Only on Vishnu's feet, Tulsi will be there. She will not stay on others' feet. That is one identification. And Srivatsa is the biggest identification. Also, the footprints of Vishnu, right? Footprints of the Lord. What all, anybody knows what are all the marks present on the footprints? Like our footprints, just bare feet, right? Nothing else. But Krishna, when you see the footprint of Krishna, so many things are present in it. Anybody knows?
There is Shankha, Chakra.
Yeah, Shankha, Chakra, Lotus, and maze. So many things are there. Okay, so just by looking at it, yeah. Okay, so just by looking at it, we will understand that it is special, it is specular, not like our footprints, right? So these features are all special features. Only they are special, unique only to the Lord, right? And then it's also said over here that Kunti Devi started looking at him from Nabhi. That's why she starts glorifying him from Nabhi, right? Abdomen, not from the feet. We are all supposed to look at him from the feet, lotus feet of the Lord. But she is looking at him from abdomen, not the feet. Why? Why not
Because
from...
she is his aunt.
Sorry?
Because she is his aunt.
Haribol, yes. Right? Because she is his aunt. Okay. So in the society, she does not want Krishna to be embarrassed or, because when people see Kunti seeing Krishna from feet, they'll be like, why is she looking at him from feet? She is elder to Krishna, right? So she's maintaining that. Okay. She's maintaining that bodily relationship or societal relationship that she has with Krishna. Krishna is her nephew. Right? And she's not supposed to see, she knows he is the supreme personality of Godhead, but not everybody around her knows, right? So that's why she's maintaining that decorum in relationship and she's seeing him from abdomen, not from the feet. But ideally, we are all supposed to look at him from the feet of the Lord. When we go to the temple, do not directly go and look into his eyes or face, okay? We are not qualified. What is our position? Our position is not even the dust particle on the lotus feet of the Lord. Right? That those dust particles on the lotus feet of the Lord are luckier than us. They at least can touch the Lord's lotus feet all the time, right? We are not even up to that level, right? So our position we need to understand, keep in mind, and we need to always look at the Lord from the lotus feet. That is the reason we need to read Srimad Bhagavatam from first canto. Do not directly jump to 10th canto because 10th canto represents what? First canto represents lotus feet. 10th canto represents what? Huh?
Face.
No. Yeah, face. Haribol. Yeah. So the lotus face of the Lord, right? So we cannot directly see the lotus face. We need to see from the feet. Okay. So that is very, very important. Yeah. So when we see in the temple, we have to gradually raise from feet to, abdomen, thighs, abdomen, and then everything else, shoulders and chest and everything. Okay, not directly face. So that is what is explained in this purport. And what else? Yeah, Archa Vigraha, right? Very important. Why does Krishna come down in the form of Archa Vigraha? And what is Archa Vigraha, first of all? What is Archa Vigraha?
Archa Vigraha worship in the deity in the temple, Mataji.
Deity in the temple, right? Yeah. So how is deity in the temple is not Krishna, right? The deity does not move its hands, legs, and all that. Then why do we consider Archa Vigraha to be same as Krishna?
She's the authentic representative. He is Krishna himself.
Why? Why is he Krishna himself? No one knows? See,
No.
in Nectar of Devotion or Ishopanishad, it's clearly given. Krishna has inconceivable potencies, right? And whatever we use in the service to Krishna becomes spiritualized, right? Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate, right? So whatever we use in the service to Krishna, that also becomes Krishnaized, right? That also becomes Krishnaized. So here, it's given in the Puranas, it's given in the Vedas that any substance, okay, anything we use, it could be earthen deity, it could be wooden deity, it could be metal deity, it could be stone deity, it could be made of some precious metals, okay, it could be a painting, okay, it like a photograph, it could be made of sand also, okay. So once the deity is made out of these things, okay, these things you cannot, it's not wood anymore. If you carve a deity from wood, the carving is no more wood. It's Krishna himself. Okay. Why? Because his inconceivable potencies, right? Krishna has inconceivable potencies. He's adokshaja. Inconceivable means we cannot conceive. We cannot. It's beyond our material conceptions. We cannot grasp or understand the kind of energies he has, right? So because of his inconceivable potency, he comes and stays in that wooden carving that you have carved, or say you have a photograph at home. Okay, it's out of his unconditional mercy, causeless mercy, he comes and resides in that photograph. So that photograph is not a dry picture anymore, it is Krishna himself. Okay, if you make say you make an earthen deity, that deity, that earthen product is not earth anymore. It is Krishna himself. Because of his causeless mercy, he comes and stays in that carving or anything that you've made. Got it? So this is upon the request of pure devotees. Acharyas, our senior acharyas, requested Krishna. You said in Bhagavad Gita, worship me, right? Ye bhajanti tumam bhakti, worship me, serve me, offer me, patram pushpam palam toyam. What do we offer to if you're not here, right? He's in Goloka. So these acharyas went and requested him. What do we offer? Whom do we offer it to? How do we serve you? How do we bathe you? How do we feed you? How do we decorate you if you're not here, right? So what do we do? Then Krishna said, do not worry, I will come in the form of Archa Vigraha. So Archa Vigraha is his transcendental form. It's called incarnation of Krishna. Okay, it's called incarnation. That is the difference between idol and deity. Okay, so idol worship is prohibited, but deity worship is not prohibited, because deity, as the name suggests, the deity is there. We are not able to see because our eyes, we have material eyes. We need eyes smeared with love, right? Brahma Samhita, Brahma says, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena, Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. So we need to have eyes smeared with love, pure love for Krishna to see Krishna. Otherwise, we'll not be able to see Krishna in that deity form or the Archa Vigraha that we have. Okay, so that is the reason Krishna comes from out of his causeless mercy to accept the service, that we want to offer him in the form of Archa Vigraha. That is why, and Krishna also says, right, Ye yata mam prapadyante tamstataiva bhajamyaham. Right? However you look at me, however you consider me, whatever relationship you have with me, I reciprocate equally. No more, no less. So if you look at it as an idol, he will remain an idol to people who look at him as an idol. But if you call Krishna, if you look at the Krishna inside that deity, the Vigraha form, then Krishna will actually manifest to you. Okay, so it's all in how we look at it, how we consider. Okay, so for that we need to have faith in the scriptures, right? Only how do we get faith in the scriptures? When we read them. So we need to read them. And also a big haribol to Renuka Mataji, Prafulla Mataji, Megha Mataji, and so many others. Sorry if I've missed out. Vanaja Mataji, because constantly they are reading. It is shown, right? It shows every class their inputs, their answers to the questions, the way they interact, right? So this should be an inspiration to all of us. So read something, 1 page, 2 pages every single day. Okay, so reading helps, and when you read and recall what you've read, you'll be able in a position to grasp the points and answer properly. And Kamlesh Prabhuji, Ramya Mataji, it'll be very nice if you all can, co-host, because you're very enthusiastic in the class. I think Ramya Mataji is not there today. Yeah, she is not there. So, but Kamlesh Prabhuji is there. He is very enthusiastic, right? So, it's very nice if you all come and co-host, because there are a lot of classes coming up, kids, children's batch and everything, right? So if you all can input, like give your services, because you've been associated with ISKCON, right? For more than years, 2 years, 3 years, some people 4 years, 5 years, right? It's very nice if you can serve, because Bhakti means devotional service. Every other, everywhere else in the dictionary, Bhakti is translated as devotion. But only Prabhupada says it is not devotion. Mere devotion is not going to be Bhakti. Bhakti means devotional service, right? You can't say, I love my mother and sit, right? You need to express your love towards your mother. So you need to expression. Love is all about expression. Expression means you need to serve your mother in some or the other way. Right? So same way, if you love Krishna, you need to serve him, right? So some or the other way, if you all can contribute, it'll be very nice. And Vanaja Mataji and Renuka Mataji, you all chant 16 rounds, right? In Prafulla Mataji, you all chant 16 rounds. I don't know if Prafulla Mataji is already teaching, but others, you all can start preaching. Kids batch, okay? Small, 18 days Bhagavad Gita course, right? How much does it take? Like, you all know already, right? And you don't even have to prepare for the class. And it's just superficial. For children, we don't even dig into all the shlokas. Just 2-3 shlokas in a class, that's all, right? And it'll be easy. So when your chanting becomes effective, Krishna gives you services. So kindly take it up. Or anybody else who chants 16 rounds can also, get to these sevas that we have, different sevas, right? Admin, co-hosting, and etc. etc. So it'll be very nice. Okay, so let's continue. यथा ऋषिकेशकलेन देवकी कंसेन रुद्धातिचिरं सुचार्पता विमोचिताहं च सहतामजा विभो त्यायैव नाथेन मुहुर्विपाद्गणात्. O Hrishikesha, master of the senses of Lord of Lords, you have released your mother, Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. Anybody wants to read the purport? You can unmute and read. Hi Krishna.
I read, Mataji.
Yes. Hi Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Devaki, the mother of Krishna and sister of King Kansa, was put into prison along with her husband Vasudeva, because the envious king was afraid of being killed by Devaki's 8th son, Krishna. He killed all the sons of Devaki who were born before Krishna, but Krishna escaped the danger of child slaughter because he was transferred to the house of Nanda Maharaj, Lord Krishna's foster father. Kunti Devi, along with her children, was also saved from a series of dangers. But Kunti Devi was shown far more favor because Lord Krishna did not save the other children of Devaki, whereas he saved the children of Kunti Devi. This was done because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was living, whereas Kunti Devi was a widow, and there was none to help her except Krishna. The conclusion is that Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is in greater dangers. Sometimes he puts his pure devotees in such danger because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. The more the attachment is there for the Lord, the more success is there for the devotee. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so here, what are the 4 limbs of prayers? Who knows? We have 4 paths, right? 4 steps to pray. Anybody knows? Yes? Hare Krishna.
Glorification.
Sorry?
Glory. Glorification.
Huh.
Remembering.
Hearing. No. Those are 4 processes of devotional service. I mean, yeah, those are the processes. I'm asking
Hare
about the
Krishna.
paths. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Yeah.
First, begging forgiveness. That one, Mataji.
Okay.
First,
Huh.
begging forgiveness. Then glorifying him.
Falling at the lotus.
Yeah.
Then
And?
glorifying. Then, don't remember, Mataji, 2 more are there.
Yeah, so first is glorification. Okay, so that is what happened all here, right? Nama Pankajanabhaya, your eyes are like lotus, your feet are like lotus. So she's glorifying, right? Everywhere she's just glorifying the first part of it, right? And she's saying you're greater than, you control Maya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha. See, again, glorifying, right? Govindaya, you give pleasure to senses and cows. Everywhere she's glorifying, praising Krishna, right? And now the next arm. So first arm is glorification. Second arm is gratitude. We offer gratitude, right? Thanking the Lord. Thanking the Lord for all that He's given to us. Next, after that, third limb is forgiving. Asking for forgiveness, right? Going and apologizing for all the mistakes that we've done, right? Even with all the mistakes that we've done, Krishna is still giving us so many things, so many gifts, right? So we need to apologize. That is the third one. Fourth one is seeking mercy, as in asking Him to give us devotional service eternally, right? Pure devotional service, so that we can serve Him to the fullest and become a pure devotee, so that we can get Krishna Prem one day. Right? So these are the 4 limbs. We cannot directly go and say, Krishna, give me Krishna Prem. No. Right? You cannot go and directly ask him for mercy. Mercy, asking whatever you want, comes at the end. That is the 4th limb. Okay. First one is you need to first go and glorify. Then thank him. Then ask him, apology for all that we've done. And then 4th one is seeking mercy. Okay. So these are the 4 limbs. And so Kunti Devi is also following that, right? First of all, she glorified, and from 23rd verse, she is now thanking, right? So thanking. So it says over here, right? You have released your mother Devaki, long imprisoned, and so see, Devaki is a relative for Kunti Devi. So Kunti Devi is actually thanking on behalf of Vasudeva and Devaki for all the good things that Krishna has done, all the favors that he showed. Right, distressed by the envious King Kamsa, you and me and my children from series of constant dangers. So many dangers, right? Pandavas were put under. They were killed. I mean, they were attempted to kill, poisoned. Yeah, they were poisoned. Their house was set fire, and they were banished, right? And now they are not giving their kingdom. They were not giving their kingdom back to them. So many things, right? So they were sent to exile and all that, right? So now, but Krishna has always been there to support them in every step, right? That is why Kunti Devi is now showing a lot of gratitude towards Krishna. So many things happened, but how did we come through or survive through all those dangers is only because of Krishna's mercy, right? That's why Kunti Devi is thanking him, right? And also we need to understand here that why did Devaki, was ready to get all her 8 or 6 children killed? She knows, right? The children will be killed. And she did not have any problem. She was like, let it happen. Why? Anybody knows? Nobody knows? One by one, the children were killed, right? Like all the 6 girls or 6 children. That's because she did not want to interrupt Krishna's mission. Okay, she was like, if it's 6 children, when Kamsa kills these 6 children, she knew very well 8th one is going to be Krishna, right? So she was like, let this fast, let these 6 children come to this world, so that my Krishna 8th son will also come. 7th one was a miscarriage anyway. I mean, it was projected that way. And so she was like, fast, let these 6 children, come to the world and finish their lifetime here, so that Krishna can come in the as my 8th child. Why? Because she was so eager. She was, yeah, sometimes she was getting, afflicted. Like she was like, oh, my children are getting killed and all that. But mostly she was like, it's okay. Why? Because we all are separatists. Okay, we are called separatists. Why? Because our desires are different from Krishna's desires. We have our own plans. We go and say, Krishna, give me that, give me this, let this happen, please make way for this, make way for that. We don't go by what Krishna has planned for us. But pure devotees like Devaki, Vasudev, they go by Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan is going to be their plan. Krishna's happiness is going to be their happiness. Right? So that is the attitude they have. That is called surrendering. That is called complete surrendering. Surrendering means surrendering to the will of the Lord. Serving the will of the Lord is called as surrendering. Right? Not offering service, that anybody will do, right? The serving the will, whatever Krishna wills, I'm okay with that, I'm happy with that, I'm going to accept that. That is called surrendering, or and serving the will of the Lord, right? That was the stage Devaki and Vasudeva were in. They had no problem when these children were killed, right? Because they knew Krishna will come, and Kamsa, the killer of all my children, will get killed one day. So what is the harm? When Krishna is here, why to fear, right? So that was the kind of attitude they had. That's very, very significant here, right? So when we want to become or progress in our devotional service, if we want to become devotees, we need to start learning to serve the will of the Lord. Okay, nothing is permanent, right? Today it stays, tomorrow it goes away. Krishna gives, Krishna takes away. Why do we have to sit and worry about things happening in our life? Right? Sitoshna sukha dukkeshu. We need to consider sukha and dukkha, right? Happiness and distress like seasonal changes. After summer, winter, rainy will come. After rainy season, winter will come. After winter, again, summer will come. It just comes. Nobody stops it, right? You cannot say, no, I want summer only. It will not stay, right? And the next season has to come. Same way, when he gives something, he will take it away from us. And we need to be strong enough to accept that. That shows how much faith, or how strongly you have faith in the Lord, right? So Kunti Devi was shown a lot of favors. Where did that lie? Yeah, Kunti Devi was shown far more favor because Lord Krishna did not save other children of Devaki, whereas he saved the children of Kunti Devi. Now, why Krishna did not save children of Devaki, but why did he save the children of Kunti?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Because with Devaki, Vasudeva, her husband was there. But with Kunti, her husband was not there.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. So those days, that was the system. If you don't have children, sons basically. Okay, if you don't have son, and if you've lost your husband, you need to, that sati system was there, no? You need to give up your life along with your husband. Because a woman always has to be protected. First, initial phase through her father, right? Next, after that, she has to, a brother. Okay, after that, if not brother, she has to get married and get protection from her husband. Okay, after husband, it is sons, right? So if a woman does not have a son, then those days, if the husband is not there, she needs to give up her life, right? But that is the reason Kunti had lost her husband, right? Pandu. So that's why Krishna give extra protection to all the Pandavas, right? That's very important here. And okay, and yeah, here the conclusion is that Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is in greatest dangers. Right? So that's why, see, there is a analogy, okay? Say you have 2 children, okay? One child is he is very peace, okay? I mean, he's very peaceful. He's very carefree, okay? He minds his own business. He does his own work. The other child always cries for everything. Mummy, mummy, mummy. The child keeps crying. Okay. And the child is not ready to leave the mother at all at any cost. All the time behind the mother. All the time holding mother's hand. Right? For any small thing happens, the child is so dependent on the mother. Starts crying. So what does the mother do? The mother will be like, okay, the other child is taking care of himself well. This child needs me. Right? This child is very, very dependent on me, attached to me. So let me focus more on this particular child. That's what happens, right? So same way, when a devotee is always dependent on Krishna, Krishna will be like, okay, this person is always dependent on me. He needs me. He needs my attention, right? He's not ready to take any other person's help. Only my help he wants to take. So I will focus more on this person. I will take more care of him. Same way, right? So Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is in greater dangers, provided you call for Krishna's help, right? If you depend on Krishna, then definitely Krishna will be like, yeah, this person needs me. I need to go. You go there. Same happened with Arjuna also, right? Arjuna, Duryodhana, both of them go to Krishna, right? Asking for army and etc. etc. Duryodhana says, I want your Narayani Sena. But Arjuna says, I don't want anything, I just want you. You be by my side. And Krishna says, I'll not take any weapon. Arjuna will still be okay with it. It's okay, Krishna, I just want you to be on my side, that's all. Right? And Krishna, wherever Krishna is there, Bhagya Lakshmi is there. That's how they all won the war as well, right? So when you depend on Krishna only, nothing else, Duryodhana had Narayani Sena, which is the most powerful army. Krishna's army. Krishna personally trained that army, Krishna and Balram, right? Still they couldn't win the war. Only because of Krishna's mere presence of Krishna does the magic, right? So sometimes he puts pure devotees in greatest dangers, because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. It's very nice. Kunti also says this. She says, go on, continue to give us more and more difficulties, because in difficulties, if I'm able to offer more devotion service to you, if I'm able to think more about you in difficulties, then keep giving me difficulties only. So that way I will be always in association with you. That's what Kunti says, right? I mean, just we can just go speechless, right, after we read all these things. So even Prabhupada also says, when Prabhupada's business, his pharmaceutical business went under loss, what did he say? He did not have any money also to maintain himself, right? So what did he say? This is special mercy shown upon me by Krishna. Yeah, so this is the special mercy shown upon me by Krishna. That's what he said, right? Otherwise, Prabhupada says, maybe I would be in comfort zone. I would not prepare myself to go and, execute my guru's instructions. Maybe that's why I was given this, danger, right? So this is special mercy upon Prabhupada. When Krishna, when you get more and more attached to Krishna, Krishna tests you by taking away your material opulence that you have. Okay, and the more the attachment is there for the Lord, more success is there for a devotee. This is very, very important. Okay. Yes, Prafula Mataji, you want to add?
Hare Krishna Mataji, one question Mataji. How to choose the model in the form of attendance Mataji?
Oh yeah, you're not able to open the attendance form? I saw a message. No. Jai Shri Mataji said.
I already opened Mataji, but module na, that module. What to
okay, so module, is this the first module that you're attending, or first time you're attending Sadhachar?
Sadhachar I already attended.
So you got a certificate already?
Yes, I already got.
Which module certificate you got, Mataji? It'll be written there.
First module, Mataji.
First module. Then you can fill it up as second module, Mataji.
Yes, thank you. Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, anybody has any problem with opening the attendance form? Or all of you could access? Okay, if any problem, you can reach out to Giridhar Gopal Prabhuji, okay? And or Prabhuji, you can just take a screenshot of the attendance participant list, and then if they have any issues, you can mark them, okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, yeah. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanad Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Kritshrata Mride Mride Aneka Maharatastrato Drauni Ashastras Chasma Hare Abhirakshitaha. So, my dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from the poisoned cake, from the great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from battle where great generals fought. And now you saved us from the weapon of Ashwathama. Right? Every step there is danger. Every step there is danger, and Krishna has continued to protect them. Even the last minute, he was all ready, all set to go to Dwaraka. That time Ashwathama released this weapon, Brahmastra. Still he came back and he protected them. Right? Every single step Krishna has been protecting them. Yeah, please read the translation. Puppet.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
The list of dangerous encounters is submitted herein. Devaki was once put into difficulty by her envious brother. Otherwise, she was well. But Kunti Devi and her sons were put into difficulty after another 4 years and years together. They were put into trouble by Duryodhana and his party due to the kingdom. And each and every time the sons of Kunti were saved by the Lord. Once Bhima was administered poison in a cake. Once they were put into the house made of shellac and set afire. And once Draupadi was dragged out and attempts were made to insult her by stripping her naked in the vicious assembly of Kurus. The Lord saved Draupadi by supplying an immeasurable length of cloth, and Duryodhana's party failed to see her naked. Similarly, when they were exiled in the forest, Bhima had to fight with the man-eater demon Hidamba Rakshasa, but the Lord saved him. So it was not finished there. After all these tribulations, there was the great battle of Kurukshetra, and Arjuna had to meet such great generals as Drona, Bhishma, and Karna, all powerful fighters. And at last, even when everything was done away with, there was a Brahmastra released by the son of Dronacharya to kill the child within the womb of Uttara. And so the Lord saved the only surviving descendant of the Kurus, Maharaja Parikshit.
Hare Bol, yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So here, see, it's very nicely written. Devaki was once put into difficulty by Kamsa. Right? Otherwise she was well. But Kunti Devi and her sons were put into difficulty after difficulty after difficulty, and for years and years together. Right? So, some people are not able to open the link. Lot of people. I don't know what is the issue. Maybe we can manually mark them this time, Prabhuji. Okay.
I'd like to copy paste the link in a separate URL, then only it is opening. Directly it is not opening.
It's not opening. So we need to copy it.
Attendance. I copy pasted it in a separate link and it got marked.
Okay, let me try. Yeah, it's opening. So maybe if you directly try to open, it's not opening.
Now it has opened, Mataji.
It's opening, Mataji. Maybe
it is open.
Try
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so, but Kunti Devi and her sons were repeatedly put under difficulties, right? And see, one thing we need to understand here. Pandavas, see, all of us get difficulties in life, right? All of us get difficulties in life. But is that Krishna's test or is it due to our karma?
Due to our karma, Mataji.
Yeah, it's due to our karma, right? But Pandavas are exalted devotees. Arjuna is Vishaka Saki, directly from Goloka he has come. She has come in the form of Arjuna. Why they will not have any karma entanglement, right? Then why did they get difficulties? Why did they get difficulties? Bhima is Hanuman's incarnation. Madhvacharya, he is not supposed to get difficulty, but he was poisoned. Why? We just discussed. No one knows? These exalted devotees are representing, giving a lesson to us. They are put under difficulties to show, and Krishna is putting them under difficulties to show to the entire world how exalted they are. What quality of devotional service is accepted by Krishna. Now that is what he wants to show to the world. Right? Simply, see, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita simply says, become my devotee. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Think of me always and become my devotee. Do we know what kind of devotee we need to become? Right? Always think of me. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Always, glorify me. Krishna says. How do we do it? Right? So that case studies, in the form of examples Krishna has showed through his most favorite people. Jaya Vijay, they are from Vaikunta, right? They are doorkeepers in Vaikunta. Why did they come down as such horrifying demons? Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha and all that. And Lord fought with them very badly, right? Like, why should they even come down? Krishna created that situation, right? Krishna bewildered Jaya Vijay for a moment so that they behaved rudely with Kumaras, and that's how the fighting happened between them, and Kumaras cursed them. That's how they came to this world as demons, right? But they are exalted devotees, they are pure devotees. Otherwise, you will not have, entrance to Vaikunta if you're not pure. And Krishna also says, Punarjanma na vidyate. If you become my devotee, if you offer devotional service, and if you come to Vaikunta or Goloka, then you will not come back to this world. No Punarjanma. Isn't this contradicting? Who can answer? Isn't this contradicting? Krishna himself, yeah.
Is also Swargaloka, right?
Sorry?
Vaikunta is also Swargaloka, right?
Swarga is heaven. It is in the material world. Vaikunta is in the spiritual world. It's Krishna's abode. Nobody knows? Why is it contradicting? Vanaja Mataji, do you want to add anything?
No, Mataji.
No. So, Krishna wants to do his pastimes only with his exalted devotees, with his near and dear ones, even if it is fighting, even if it is killing. When Krishna gets a desire to fight, no, he will not come and fight with normal people like us. We are not his devotees, right? We are all trying to become his devotees. To be devotees we are. He will not choose atheist people to fight, right? Because atheists, they don't even believe in the existence of Krishna. Why will he choose them to perform his pastimes, right? Whether it is helping or fighting, okay? Whether it is dancing or singing, Krishna will do all his pastimes only with his near and dear set of devotees. That is his close, exalted devotees, right? So that's why once what happened, Krishna had a desire to fight. So for fighting, he needed another person to fight with, right? So he chose Jaya and Vijaya. They were very exalted devotees, and pure devotees do not mind. Ashlishyava padaratam pinashtamam, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, last shloka of Shikshashtakam, whether you embrace me or you kill me. Whether you come in front of me or whether you disappear from me. Whether you accept me or reject me. You have two options. I have only one option. Right? And my option is to accept you. Whether you reject me or you accept me, my option, I just have one option, that is to accept you. Whether you love me or hate me, I have only one option, that is to love you. Right? Whether you push me or pull me towards you, I have only one option, going and taking shelter at your lotus feet. Right? That's how pure devotees are. Whether fighting or hugging, it's the same for them. Everything is on the absolute platform. Right? So Jaya Vijaya were happy, more than happy to serve him as demons. So even as demons, he served them. They served Krishna. Right? Because they helped Krishna fulfill his desire of fighting. So they became an instrument for Krishna to fight with, right? So this is the way, I mean, Vaishnava Kriya Mudra, NND Prabhuji keeps saying, right? We cannot analyze Vaishnava Kriya Mudra, and we cannot analyze Krishna's desires also. We cannot even understand Krishna. Krishna himself cannot understand Krishna, right? That's why he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So amidst all these, so that's why these pure devotees, Pandavas, who do not have any karma entanglement, anything, they were also put under dangers after danger, because Krishna wanted to prove to the world the attitude of a pure devotee. This is how you are supposed to behave when difficulties come to you. Krishna wanted to prove, okay, how are we supposed to behave? We are supposed to always, pray to the Lord, glorify the Lord, serve him, that is, think of him, remember him, and talk about him. Always seek mercy from him. And when you get difficulties, you need to depend on him, not others. Draupadi, for example, she was holding her sari, right? And she was trying to protect herself. Krishna did not protect, she could not protect herself, right? Then when she lifted both her hands high up and she said, I've given up everything. All I have right now, my source of support is Krishna alone. So she screams, right? Govinda, she screams. Then she gets, Krishna supplies immeasurable length of cloth and protects her, right? So this way, even when they were in exile, padam, every step they are put into difficulty, just to show to the world how a devotee has to behave when they are put into tribulations, when they are put into difficulties, right? Yeah. So with this we end. Any questions you all have? Next, further we will, look in the next class. Okay. Any questions, anybody?
Mataji, can we wait for a minute or two for the devotees to fill up their attendance?
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, any questions, you can raise your hand and answer. Ask.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, tell me.
I'm going for temple service on 4th Mataji. The Malayalam group is going first.
Oh, you're going with them to the temple?
Yes, Mataji.
Hari Bol, wonderful. And also quickly, let's go through this presentation. Okay, meanwhile, you can all fill up the attendance. So we had general body meeting, right? So all of you wouldn't have got an opportunity to attend. So basically, there are different sevas available, okay? Because the temple is going on. Construction is going on. Now, interiors are still left, okay? Interiors we need to do. So for that, we have flooring seva. This is the costliest. Okay, if you can, so that's why we had in the meeting, right? Different groups. As Sadhachar group, we are all in one group, right? So you all can come up, how much ever possible you can contribute. So for flooring, it is so much. Okay. If not this much, there are a lot of other sevas also. Like for kitchen, it is 11 lakhs. Okay. We can share the amount. Okay. If anybody is willing to. And for lifts, again, 11,000 for lift seva. And Prabhupada altar seva, like you see, it's all, it's very opulent. So 10 lakhs. And then generator seva, again, 10 lakhs. And marble floor inlays. For the inlays we have, okay, 10 lakhs again. For guest room, it's again 5 lakhs. But see, there is an advantage for guest room. Okay. 1 moment, let me. Did I share the screen? Oh, I did not share, is it? I'm so sorry. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, the marble floor and temple floor and all that. This is for 51 lakhs. Okay, the flooring, the entire flooring of the temple hall. Okay, and 11 lakhs is for kitchen, DT kitchen. Here only DT's food will be cooked. Okay, not for the public. And lift seva, again 11 lakhs. And these PPT is shared in the group. Okay, you can just go through. Prabhupada's altar, it's very opulent, nice, right? 10 lakhs. And then generator, again 10 lakhs. The inlays for the marble flooring, that is 10 lakhs. Guest room. So guest room, it's 5 lakh, but here in a month, if you pay, right, for guest room, there are 32 guest rooms, 5 lakh each. Okay, if you pay 5 lakhs for the guest room, you will get 30 days in a year free. Okay, whenever you want to visit ISKCON Mangalore, yeah, this room you can book. Okay, they will keep a room booked for you and you can stay there it's like you have a residence there, right? It's just like you have a permanent place. Whenever you go to ISKCON Mangalore, you'll have a room of yours. Okay, however busy it may be, however crowded it may be, you will get a chance, to stay there. Okay, even during Janmashtami or even during Gaura Purnima, any such big festivals will be very crowded, right? So if you pay 5 lakhs, then you will get for 30 days in a year. Okay, anytime you can go and stay for 30 days. It'll be booked for you. Okay, and then marble railings. Okay, marble railings is 5 lakhs again. So you can see right in the picture, it looks very beautiful. Once the interiors are done, the temple is going to be like palace. We have a palace for Krishna, right? And then these lights and all that, 5 lakhs. Okay. So this each such thing is 5 lakhs. Okay, so that is what Prabhuji was saying yesterday. NND Prabhuji in the meeting, he was saying you form a group and divide how much ever Lakshmi you can divide among yourselves and contribute is what he was saying, because individually it's going to be difficult, right? CCTV seva again 5 lakhs. Projector, we have a huge auditorium, so for that we need projector, and for that we have 5 lakhs again. Chairs also, chair seva is also there, 5 lakhs. Okay, and then DT dresses. Now it's decreasing, right? The amounts are decreasing, so you can choose whichever seva you want to do. You can do the DT seva. It's 3 lakhs, and it's going to be amazing, because for festivals and all they need heavy grand dresses, right? So so that you can sponsor. Okay. And then alter DT door. Okay, alter doors, and 3 lakhs only for the door. Okay, it's just going to be for door and everything else for the door. Okay, and puja room seva, it's going to be 3 lakhs. Okay, puja room seva means all the what do you call, the bell and everything that we need, right, for puja, doing any worship. So all that paraphernalia will cost 3 lakhs. This is for all the altars, not just the main altar, for Prabhupada's altar and everything. Okay, individual sets we need, right? So for that, and then pada sevanam. Okay, this is for staircase. Okay, so for this also it's 30 lakhs we need. Okay, 3 lakhs. And then Shayana room, where the deities go to sleep, right, in the night. This is Shayana room. For this again we need 3 lakhs. Okay, so there's a nice bed and all that for the deities. Okay, then Pallaki seva this is for Ratha Yatra and all that, right? When the deities come out of the temple, 2 lakhs. Okay, and then Jaya Vijaya pillars. So these are very commonly seen in the temples, right? So these 2 lakhs each. Same way we have Garuda and Hanuman pillars also, 2 lakhs each. And Goswami, these are like pillars again. Standing Goswamis will be there in our temple. These are sitting. So again 2 lakhs each pillar will cost. Okay, and you can sponsor if you want. And then the marble portrait of Udupi Krishna, okay, will be there right next to the main altar. Okay, for that again 2 lakhs. And similar portrait of Narasimha will be there. That is also for 2 lakhs. Okay, and paintings. Okay, these are not normal paintings. These are 3D paintings. Prabhuji was explaining yesterday. It's like 3D paintings, almost like deities. They look like deities only. Okay, so 1,08,000. Okay, and Krishna Leela paintings. Okay, different Leelas. These will be throughout the temple. Okay, like fillers, and that is also 1,08,000. And dresses and ornaments, these are for regular use. Okay, daily dresses, 1,08,000. And Chaitanya Leela painting. So apart from Krishna Leela, we have Chaitanya Leela also. See, you can see, right, hand coming out. So these are 3D paintings, 1,80,000, 8,000. And then pillars in the front. Okay, so Prabhuji was explaining yesterday all these things. Okay, so bank account details are all here. It's the PPT is shared in the group already. Okay. And this is one kind of seva. Lakshmi seva is one kind. The next most important seva is physical seva, going there and serving. For like in groups, Vanaja Mataji was saying, right? So she is going with the Malayalam group. So I think one of the first teams to go there and doing seva that is given to you, like washing Prabhupada's clothes, curtains, deity dresses, right? Or sweeping, mopping, washing utensils, maybe cooking also if you're good at it. So these are different sevas that is going to be given to you and you can serve. Okay, so this is like an opportunity for you to do physical seva, not just through Lakshmi. Okay, so either of it, I mean, or both of it, if you're capable enough, you can do both the sevas. Okay, so different teams are going. So I would encourage all of you from Sadhachar also to visit. Just 2 days will do. 1 day also will do. Okay, so weekends you can plan. Some weekend you can go and serve and come back. Okay, so it'll be very nice. Okay, because service is very important, right? Devotional service is all about serving the Lord, right? It's so yeah. Let me know. We will have a discussion also in the group. We will initiate. Okay, so that you all can join and go there, visit Mangalore. We can all visit, right? 2 days at least in a week, someday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this can be conveyed in local ISKCON temples where devotees gather and collect certain fund to donate to ISKCON Mangalore. This is a very good idea also to raise funds. You can all try out, okay, these different ways and come up with ideas. Okay, we'll wind up. Sadhachar students can leave the group and others can stay for the initiation class. Okay. Vanchakalpadrubhyascha kripasindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Antakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.